Did you know that while advancements in medicine have extended overall life expectancy, a significant portion of individuals over the age of 70 still fail to reach their 85th birthday? What's even more unsettling is that this often isn't due to sudden, catastrophic illnesses, but rather the cumulative effect of seemingly minor, day-to-day errors that silently undermine health over decades. These are ingrained habits, often dismissed as inconsequential aspects of aging, yet they can dramatically elevate the risk of developing life-shortening conditions. In this video, we are going to delve deep into 6 of these insidious, hidden mistakes that prevent a substantial number of seniors from enjoying a long and vibrant life, extending beyond their mid-80s. These aren't always glaringly obvious. In fact, they are often subtle nuances of your daily routine that you might not even recognize as harmful. However, gaining a comprehensive understanding of these silent killers is the crucial first step towards actively mitigating their potentially fatal consequences. We will not only meticulously expose these errors, but also equip you with detailed, actionable strategies that you can begin implementing today to course-correct your habits and significantly enhance your prospects of celebrating many more healthy and fulfilling years. Consider the poignant example of Alina, a meticulous 76-year-old who diligently managed her medications and attended all her scheduled doctor's appointments. She believed she was proactively safeguarding her health. However, a closer look at her daily routine revealed several subtle yet detrimental habits. She consistently enjoyed her largest meal in the late evening while unwinding in front of the television, a practice she found comforting. She also found herself increasingly favoring her right side while sleeping, a seemingly minor comfort adjustment. Furthermore, her once regular morning walks gradually ceased as she attributed her increasing fatigue to her age, a common misconception. Last year, Elena experienced a sudden cardiac event. Her medical team identified a confluence of factors contributing to this crisis, including nocturnal blood pressure surges, potentially linked to her late-night heavy meals, compromised respiratory function during sleep possibly exacerbated by her preferred sleeping position, and a decline in cardiovascular fitness due to her reduced physical activity. Elena's experience serves as a powerful and sobering reminder that even individuals who are consciously trying to manage their health can fall victim to the insidious effects of seemingly harmless, long-term habits. Today, we will meticulously dissect 6 of these frequently overlooked mistakes that might be silently eroding your health and jeopardizing your chances of reaching a long and flourishing life. Mistake number 1. Ignoring the significance of subtle shifts in sleep architecture. A common misconception among seniors is that as long as they are spending a certain number of hours in bed, their sleep is adequate. However, subtle yet persistent changes in the architecture of your sleep, the pattern and duration of different sleep stages, including deep sleep, light sleep, and REM sleep, can be early indicators of underlying health issues that, if left unaddressed, can have profound consequences for your overall well-being and longevity. Think about it in detail. Frequent awakenings during the night, even if you fall back asleep relatively quickly, can fragment your sleep cycles, preventing you from spending sufficient time in the crucial restorative stages of deep sleep. Deep sleep is essential for cellular repair, immune system regulation, and the consolidation of memories. Chronic disruption of this stage can lead to a cascade of negative effects, impacting cognitive function, increasing inflammation, and elevating cardiovascular risk. Furthermore, a new or increasing preference for sleeping on your back, as opposed to your side, can seem like a minor comfort choice, but it can actually exacerbate conditions like sleep apnea, where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during the night. As highlighted in the provided text regarding the 71-year-old man's sudden passing, seemingly benign nighttime habits can be intricately linked to serious cardiovascular events and even sudden death. Ignoring these subtle shifts in your sleep patterns can mask underlying conditions that silently strain your heart, brain, and other vital organs over time. The fix: become a meticulous observer of your sleep patterns. Maintain a detailed sleep diary, meticulously recording not only the times you go to bed and wake up, but also the number of times you wake up during the night and how rested you feel upon waking. Pay attention to any new or worsening symptoms, such as increased restlessness, difficulty falling asleep, or a persistent feeling of being unrefreshed despite spending adequate time in bed. Discuss these changes openly and honestly with your physician. Do not dismiss them as an inevitable consequence of aging. Simple yet impactful adjustments, such as meticulously optimizing your bedroom environment for sleep by ensuring it is dark, quiet, and cool, establishing a consistent pre-sleep routine to wind down your mind and body, and being mindful of the timing and content of your evening meals, as emphasized in the bedtime habits text, can significantly improve your sleep quality. Moreover, consciously explore and maintain a side sleeping position, as this can often alleviate breathing issues during sleep. If you experience persistent daytime fatigue, loud snoring, or witnessed pauses in your breathing during sleep, proactively inquire with your doctor about the possibility of undergoing a comprehensive sleep study to rule out underlying sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, which requires timely and appropriate management. Mistake number 2. The cumulative damage of consistently consuming heavy meals late in the evening as we age beyond 70. Our metabolic rate naturally declines, meaning our bodies process food more slowly and less efficiently, particularly during periods of inactivity such as sleep. Regularly indulging in large, calorie-dense meals in the hours leading up to bedtime can therefore exert a significant and often underestimated toll on our health. Consider this in greater detail. When you consume a substantial meal shortly before retiring for the night, your digestive system is forced to work overtime during a period when your body should be prioritizing rest and repair. This can lead to a myriad of issues, including persistent acid reflux, which not only disrupts sleep, but can also damage the delicate lining of the esophagus over time, increasing the risk of more serious complications. Furthermore, late-night heavy meals can trigger significant fluctuations in both blood glucose and insulin levels. The sustained elevation in blood sugar overnight can impair insulin sensitivity, increasing the long-term risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a chronic condition associated with a host of other health problems. Moreover, the digestive process itself can elevate blood pressure in susceptible individuals during the night, placing additional and unnecessary strain on the cardiovascular system, as subtly highlighted in the provided text concerning the 71-year-old man's unexpected passing. Seemingly routine evening habits, particularly those related to food consumption and timing, can indeed contribute to serious and even fatal cardiovascular events. The fix: make a conscious and sustained effort to adjust the timing and composition of your evening meals. Aim to consume your last substantial meal no later than 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. This allows your digestive system ample time to process the food before your body enters its resting state. Opt for lighter evening meals that are easier to digest, focusing on lean proteins, cooked vegetables, and moderate portions of healthy carbohydrates. If you experience hunger pangs closer to bedtime, choose a small, easily digestible snack such as a handful of almonds, a small piece of fruit, or a cup of herbal tea. This seemingly simple shift in your eating habits can yield significant benefits, leading to improved sleep quality, more stable blood sugar levels overnight, and a reduced burden on your cardiovascular system during your sleep hours. Mistake number 3. The insidious consequences of underestimating reduced hydration as we gracefully age beyond 70. A subtle but significant physiological change often occurs. Our perception of thirst diminishes. This can lead to a state of chronic, low-level dehydration without us consciously feeling thirsty or recognizing the need to drink more fluids. This seemingly minor oversight can have surprisingly far-reaching and detrimental consequences for our overall health and longevity. Consider the intricate details. Even mild dehydration, a state where your body has lost just a small percentage of its total fluid volume, can lead to a thickening of your blood. This increased blood viscosity makes it more challenging for your heart to pump blood efficiently throughout your body, placing additional strain on your cardiovascular system and increasing the risk of blood clot formation, a precursor to serious events like strokes and heart attacks. Furthermore, your kidneys, vital organs responsible for filtering waste products from your blood, rely on adequate fluid intake to function optimally. Chronic dehydration can impair their ability to perform this crucial task, potentially leading to kidney dysfunction and the buildup of toxins in your body. Beyond these critical organ systems, even mild dehydration can manifest as persistent fatigue, a noticeable decline in cognitive function, including memory and concentration, and an increased susceptibility to falls due to impaired balance. As the competitor's script astutely highlighted, chronic dehydration is a pervasive and often underestimated danger for seniors. The fix: take a proactive and consistent approach to maintaining optimal hydration levels throughout the day. Do not rely solely on your thirst sensation as an indicator of your body's fluid needs. Instead, consciously sip water regularly throughout the day, aiming for a daily intake of at least 6 to 8 glasses of water, unless otherwise advised by your physician due to specific medical conditions. Keep a water bottle readily accessible as a visual cue to drink more frequently. Pay close attention to the color of your urine. It should ideally be a pale straw color, indicating adequate hydration. Darker urine is a clear sign that you need to increase your fluid intake. Supplement your water intake with hydrating foods that have a high water content, such as fruits like watermelon and strawberries, and vegetables like cucumbers and celery. By making a conscious effort to stay well hydrated, you can significantly support your cardiovascular health, kidney function, cognitive abilities, and overall physical well-being. Mistake number 4: the vicious cycle of decreasing physical activity to avoid perceived discomfort. It is a common experience for older adults to encounter more aches, stiffness, and minor pains as they age. A natural inclination might be to gradually reduce physical activity in an attempt to avoid these discomforts. However, this seemingly logical response can inadvertently create a vicious cycle, ultimately exacerbating the underlying issues and accelerating the decline of muscle mass and physical function. Consider the physiological mechanisms. While rest is important for recovery, prolonged inactivity leads to a condition known as sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. As the competitor's script accurately pointed out, the wrong type of exercise, or more critically, a lack of sufficient physical activity, can indeed accelerate the aging process at a muscular and cellular level. This loss of muscle not only weakens your legs and overall strength, but also impairs your balance and coordination, significantly increasing your risk of falls, a leading cause of injury, disability, and loss of independence in seniors. Furthermore, reduced physical activity contributes to decreased cardiovascular fitness, making even simple daily tasks more challenging and increasing the risk of heart disease and other chronic conditions. The avoidance of movement, driven by a desire to escape discomfort, ultimately leads to a greater overall decline in physical resilience and an increased vulnerability to age-related health problems. The fix: adopt a proactive and adaptive approach to physical activity. Instead of succumbing to complete inactivity, explore low-impact exercise options that minimize stress on your joints while still providing significant benefits for your cardiovascular system, muscle strength, and balance. Activities such as brisk walking, swimming, water aerobics, and cycling are excellent choices. Incorporate gentle strength training exercises into your routine, utilizing light weights, resistance bands, or even your own body weight to actively combat muscle loss and maintain strength in your major muscle groups. Consult with your doctor or a qualified physical therapist to develop a personalized and safe exercise plan that takes into account your individual abilities, any pre-existing conditions, and your comfort levels. Remember that consistency is key, and even short bursts of physical activity accumulated throughout the day can yield significant benefits. The goal is to find enjoyable and sustainable ways to keep your body moving, thereby preserving your physical function, reducing your risk of falls, and enhancing your overall quality of life. Mistake number 5: The silent erosion of health through social withdrawal and reduced engagement, while a desire for more solitude and quiet time can be a natural inclination as we age. A gradual pattern of social withdrawal and reduced engagement with friends, family, and community activities can have surprisingly profound and detrimental consequences for both our mental and physical health. Consider the intricate connections. As the competitor's script poignantly highlighted, the damage inflicted by social isolation can be as significant as well-established risk factors like smoking and obesity. Loneliness and a lack of meaningful social connections have been consistently linked in research studies to an increased risk of a wide range of adverse health outcomes in older adults, including cardiovascular disease, such as heart attacks and strokes, cognitive decline, including an increased risk of dementia, depression, and a weakened immune system. Maintaining active social ties provides crucial mental stimulation through conversations and shared experiences, offers vital emotional support during challenging times, and fosters a sense of purpose and belonging, all of which contribute significantly to our overall well-being and resilience as we age. Conversely, social isolation can trigger chronic stress responses in the body, leading to elevated levels of stress hormones that can negatively impact various physiological systems over time. The fix: make a conscious and proactive commitment to staying actively connected with your social network and your community. Schedule regular social engagements, even if they are as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend, a short visit with family members, or attending a local community event. Explore opportunities to join clubs, volunteer for causes you care about, or participate in activities that align with your interests. Embrace technology to stay connected with loved ones who may live far away through video calls and online communities. Recognize that nurturing your social connections is not merely a leisure activity. It is a vital component of maintaining both your mental and physical health as you age. Prioritizing social engagement provides a buffer against stress, combats feelings of loneliness and isolation, and contributes to a greater sense of purpose and overall life satisfaction. Mistake number 6. The often overlooked significance of subtle changes in bowel habits, subtle, gradual alterations in bowel habits, such as an increasing frequency of constipation, changes in the consistency of stool, or the onset of new digestive discomfort, are frequently dismissed by older adults as simply an inconvenient part of the aging process. However, these seemingly minor changes can serve as important indicators of underlying health issues that, if left uninvestigated and unaddressed, can have significant implications for overall health and longevity. Consider the potential underlying causes. Persistent constipation, for instance, can not only lead to abdominal discomfort and bloating, but can also be a manifestation of inadequate fluid intake, reinforcing the importance of hydration. A diet lacking insufficient fiber, a side effect of certain medications commonly prescribed to seniors, or, in some cases, an early warning sign of more serious gastrointestinal conditions. Similarly, changes in stool consistency or the onset of new digestive symptoms like abdominal pain or unexplained weight loss should not be ignored. These seemingly minor alterations can potentially indicate underlying issues that require timely medical attention. Delaying the diagnosis and treatment of such conditions can lead to a worsening of symptoms and potentially more significant health complications over time. The fix: become more attuned to your body's shabhabik in bowel patterns and pay close attention to any consistent or progressive changes you observe. Ensure that your daily diet includes an adequate amount of dietary fiber found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which is crucial for maintaining regular bowel function. As emphasized earlier, prioritize adequate fluid intake throughout the day. If you experience persistent changes in your bowel habits, such as prolonged constipation, new or worsening abdominal pain, unexplained changes in stool consistency, or any other concerning digestive symptoms, do not hesitate to discuss these changes openly and honestly with your primary care physician. They can conduct a thorough evaluation to identify the underlying cause of your symptoms and recommend appropriate management strategies, which may include dietary modifications, lifestyle adjustments, or further medical investigation if necessary. Proactive communication with your doctor about these seemingly minor changes can lead to the early detection and management of potentially serious health issues, thereby safeguarding your overall well-being. These six often overlooked mistakes: ignoring subtle shifts in sleep architecture, consistently consuming heavy meals late in the evening, underestimating the impact of reduced hydration, gradually decreasing physical activity to avoid discomfort, social withdrawal and reduced engagement, and ignoring seemingly minor changes in bowel habits can collectively and insidiously erode your health over time, significantly increasing your risk of developing life-shortening conditions and potentially preventing you from reaching a long and vibrant life beyond the age of 85. However, armed with the knowledge of these hidden dangers, you now possess the power to make informed choices and take proactive steps to mitigate their impact. Take deliberate action today to safeguard your well-being and enhance your prospects for a longer, healthier life. Begin by thoughtfully reflecting on which of these six hidden mistakes might be subtly present in your own daily routines and lifestyle. Identify one or two specific areas where you can begin to implement positive changes immediately. Remember that even small, consistent adjustments can yield significant cumulative benefits over time. What is one key insight you've gained from this video regarding these hidden mistakes? And what is one specific, actionable step you are committed to taking today to improve your health and longevity? Share your thoughts and commitments in the comments section below. Your experiences and intentions can provide valuable support and motivation for others on their journey towards better health. If you found this video to be informative and empowering, please show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel for more vital health information, and sharing this video with your loved ones. It could be the catalyst for life-changing positive actions.